Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Tom Evans before the 2019 Lake Sonoma 50 mile. How are you, Tom?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Loving being in California.
Is this your first time here?
Yeah, first time in California. Been here for a week now. Done some exploring, and yeah, it's awesome.
Have you been to the States before?
You've been in the States a little bit for running, a little bit for traveling and for holidays. So yeah, this is my first race out here. So yeah, really excited.
Nice. I did just see you a couple months ago over in Hong Kong for the VRAM Hong Kong 100K. That did not go well.
No, that didn't go to plan. Yeah, not ideal. Went over hard on my ankle and probably could have carried on, but the sensible thing was to pull out, and it's meant that I've had a really good training block leading into the rest of this year and spent a little bit of time working on my relative speeds of over 10K and half marathon back in the UK. And yeah, I'm in one piece now, which always helps.
Perfect. If it's not a huge injury, just it's the right call to shut it down on the day. And have you done anything race-wise since?
Yeah, I've raced 10K and half marathon on the road, but no real trails. So everything's now building up to Sonoma this weekend, and then on to Western States in a couple of months.
I assume you're not staying out here.
No, I'm not. Going back to the UK and then off on another training camp, just to train really specifically for Western States.
Nice. Well, I mean, you mentioned speed, and like you've done the 10Ks, the half marathons. This is a really fast course, but you have speed. We were just talking about the Marathon des Sables, which people think is a 150-mile stage race. It is a fast as heck event.
Yeah, I think speed is relative. Like, I'm a fast jogger.
Yes,
but yeah, I think it makes a big difference. Like if you've got a quick half marathon or marathon time, it just makes running it 6-minute miling on trails seem a little bit easier.
And you feel comfortable with that?
Yeah, and you feel comfortable with it, and yeah, things will happen it may be a little bit wet or a little bit hotter, and you just can adjust off that. But yeah, I think actually having that little bit of relative jogging speed is really important.
Which is for you? Like, have you run some road marathons? Yeah,
not run a road marathon.
Not road marathon, but road half.
Yeah, road half and 65 on a hilly course. Which is
speedy.
Yeah,
speedy jogging. Okay.
Yeah, it's quick jogging. It's quick jogging. It's sub-elite jogging.
But for the trails, like you've shown that you have the strength in a CCC or something like that. So, you know,
yeah, I think it's really important to be able to like train specifically for race. Trail races can be so different. Like if you were to take UTMB and Western States, yeah, they're both 100-mile trail races, but they're so different. Yeah. And actually being able to train specifically for a race, I think it's really advantageous.
And I might be wrong, but I thought I heard rumors in the last couple of days that where you live in England is very similar to here.
Yeah, out of complete surprise. Like it's relentless where I live on the South Downs Way, and lots of small climbs. Like the longest climb I get to train at home it's like a 9-minute climb, which funny enough is pretty similar to here. Yeah, there's a one-off, and yeah, lots of rolling. And yeah, as I was running out here over the last couple of days, checking the course out, here is much more beautiful and it's way more single track, but the elevation gain is pretty similar.
So that must be comforting to know that. Like,
yeah, I think it is. Like I can just not necessarily switch off, but it's like my legs are like, you're quite used to this.
Because a lot of people might, if they live in say the mountains, they would come here and like, it's kind of a shock at how runnable, if you're at the front of the field, how runnable this course is.
Yeah, and so I think for me, like on paper, these are sort of races that I enjoy doing because I can run. Like I don't like using poles. I don't really like hiking. If I'm training, I want to run. And yeah, and it's been great. Like I've trained with an awesome training group in the UK, the AB training group, and yeah, they're all really quick runners. Out and out runners from 800 meters to marathon guys, and being able to train with them on hillyish terrain is awesome because I'm sort of panting to keep up. Yeah,
it's a good situation to be in.
It's great.
And you've been here for about a week, and you've been out on the course. Rained a ton earlier in the week, but it's firming up a little bit out there.
Yeah, it's really firming up. First couple of days on the course, yeah, it was pouring with rain and running in a jacket and feeling a bit sorry for myself in very muddy trail shoes. But yeah, this sun and the wind's just baking the trail, and I think it's looking like it's going to be warm and sunny for the next couple of days. So I think the trail's going to be in perfect condition. And yeah, and you're not going to need that much grip on the shoes, which is nice.
No. You mentioned it's going to be warm. It's not going to be Marathon des Sables warm, but it's It's going to be warm for this time of year. Like, how are you approaching that?
Yeah, I think I quite like the heat, but coming from the UK, like not that used to it. So yeah, we'll approach the race pretty cautiously, certainly for the first half. And yeah, just make sure I'm hydrating enough. Like I've been told that the aid stations out here are incredible, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them. But then also not getting caught up in the madness at the aid stations. And actually, I'm sure people are going to fly through them, but actually taking my time and being like, right, make sure I've got enough water.
Yeah, being deliberate. It's not about a few seconds here or there. It's
exactly. You're going to lose so much more time. Like you get to the bottom of a climb and you're like, oh, I've got no water. This is going to be a pretty horrible hour. So yeah, I think being deliberate and have planned it out. I've got a crew out here, so yeah, it should be really fun.
I mean, you're quite a ways from home. Who's your crew out here?
got one of the guys from Flagstaff he's come over to watch the race and volunteered to crew. I was like, sweet. Went for coffee with him this morning, planned it all out.
Right, that's
the amazing thing about the running community, especially in trail running, is people want to help.
It's true.
And feels so fortunate. Like if you're running a road marathon, it'd be like, yeah, I'll wave and I'll take a photo, but I'm not gonna spend my day crewing you. And yes, it's incredible.
I mean, I've seen that both ways. Like you coming over here, and when Megan ran the Bob Graham round a couple years ago, there was a slew of people that came out, and just people she knew and people she didn't just came out.
Yeah, which is amazing. And that's the beauty of social media, and people being able to track races and know that races are going on. They want to help out and they want to feel involved, which is amazing. I think it's what makes the sport so great.
Yeah. Now, at a race like this, there's a variety of runners and some newer ultra runners maybe who come from a very fast track or road background. There's going to be some people that go out really fast. Are you comfortable running your race, or are you going to kind of try to hang with whoever's in front?
I say now that I'm very comfortable running my own race, but we'll see.
Easier said than done?
Yeah, exactly. I'm very competitive and I love a race, and I train hard so I can race hard. And it takes a lot of confidence to let people go at the beginning, especially on a course that you may not have done. And I know a couple of the guys who I think are going to go off fast have run this course before, and they finished in the top 3. And yeah, they know the course, they know the race. And I've said to myself, like, right, I want to keep my legs for the second half.
Yeah.
But people fly off, and it's pretty difficult not to get caught up. Like I'm hoping that I don't get too caught up in it. And again, I'm very much planning on running my own race, and I've planned it out. Think that I know what I can run at to make my legs feel okay. Certainly for the last 12 miles, which is just.
And there have been big changes in this race in those last 12 miles. Like it's generally climbing. But it's still runnable terrain, and it gets warm.
Yeah, exactly. I think if you can run the last 12 miles pretty hard, if you can run the last 12 as similar speed to you run the first 12, great. And that's I'd like to negative split.
Yeah.
Is the slight ambition with
and
my
that's
pacing.
A lot more fun too.
Yeah, exactly. And like I'd much rather be overtaking people in the second half than being overtaken.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you get overtaken, everything just drops. You lose a bit of motivation.
Mm-hmm.
You start feeling a bit sorry for yourself. Well, I do anyway.
I think that's fairly universal.
Yeah. So actually, be the person who's feeling great. And like everyone's described this race as being a bit of a party and like a really fun atmosphere. So you've got to enjoy it. And if you're feeling good and you can run hard, like great, and you get to enjoy the race even more.
Nice. Well, I hope you do enjoy the race, Tom. And
thanks very much.
Have a great race out there.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.